Ever get that feeling? Like you're caught in this crazy loop and time's just slipping away.
Yeah.
And the world's gone kind of
Yeah.
haywire. That's the vibe I get from 12 Monkeys, this
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Well, it paints a pretty dark picture, but there's this like glimmer of hope in there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Kind of a darker, more metaphorical take on time travel than the movie,
Yeah.
even though it's got the same name.
Right, right. The movie 12 Monkeys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, ready to dive into this?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, let's break it down. So first off, that feeling of disorientation in the song is like, bam, right in your face.
Oh, yeah.
Time is slipping through my hands, a broken world I can't understand. Oh, whoa. Heavy stuff right from the start.
It is. And it's something we can all relate to, right? That feeling of being lost, overwhelmed, like the world's spinning too fast.
Totally.
Wow.
Especially these days, with everything changing so quickly.
Exactly. Like all the upheaval we've seen, even just in the last few years, it can make you feel like you're losing your grip.
Okay, but then there are these like shadowy figures always popping up.
Yeah.
The 12 monkeys. Like 12 monkeys running wild in the darkness like a child. What's the deal with them? Are they the bad guys here?
Well, that's the beauty of symbolism in music.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The 12 monkeys could represent so many things. I mean, they could be uncontrollable forces, like think about natural disasters.
Okay, yeah.
Or even something more internal, like our own anxieties, those feelings that take over when things just feel way out of control.
Like that year when that virus hit.
Exactly, like bam, everything changes overnight. That feeling of complete uncertainty.
And speaking of out of control, the song keeps going back to this idea of time being like warped. Round and round, it pulls me in, a circle where the end begins. It's like you're stuck in this crazy time loop, almost like, what's that thing, a merry-go-round that just won't stop. Ever get stuck in those thought patterns, going over the same stuff again and again?
Oh, absolutely. And, this idea of time as a circle, it's not just some modern thing.
Interesting.
I mean, ancient cultures, philosophers, they've been wrestling with this for ages. But what gets me about the song is how it uses this to talk about feeling trapped. Maybe by our past, maybe by the circumstances we find ourselves in.
Yeah, that's deep.
It is.
And then there's the second verse. The imagery there is so vivid, shattered dreams. Then this virus, it's like consuming everything, pushing the world into darkness.
It is intense.
A virus spreads, a silent tear, the world falls down, consumed by fear. Man, that hits hard.
Doesn't it? And that virus metaphor, there's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
On one hand, it could be about a literal disease, like a pandemic or something. But it could also be something more like, I don't know, the spread of misinformation.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Or even fear itself, That feeling when things are just spiraling and you feel helpless. Like, remember a few years back, those wildfires, the way they just raged?
Yeah.
It felt apocalyptic, like the world was burning and there was nothing anyone could do.
It's heavy, that's for sure.
It is.
But then, just when you're starting to lose it, there's that line, but in your eyes, I see the light, a glimpse of hope in endless night. Like, even when everything's falling apart, human connection can be that, that lifeline.
Exactly. A reminder that even in the darkest times, there's still beauty and love out there. Even small things like, I don't know, an act of kindness, a moment of shared laughter. It can make all the difference.
It really can. And then, bam, the bridge comes in and it's like everything gets flipped on its head.
Totally.
Is this the end or did it start? Time's a circle tearing me apart. I mean, it makes you question reality itself, right?
It does, and it brings us right back to that whole cyclical time thing, doesn't it? If time's a circle, how can we even tell what's cause and effect? What does free will even mean if everything's predetermined? It's a real head scratcher.
It is. So we've got time distortion, these mysterious 12 monkeys, societal breakdown, this struggle to hold on to hope. It's a lot to take in.
It is. And what's so great about this song is that it doesn't give you any easy answers. It's more like it's holding up a mirror to our own anxieties, asking us to really think about them,
Yeah, I get that. It's like a challenge to find our own meaning in all the chaos.
Exactly.
And speaking of meaning, the ending of the song is so powerful, so defiant. Through time's chaos I fall again, the lines of truth begin to bend. But in this madness, I'll make my stand in the world of the 12 monkeys' hand. What do you think it means to make a stand in a world that feels so out of control, so unpredictable?
That's the question, isn't it? Maybe it's about, finding your own sense of purpose, your own agency, even when everything's shaking around you. It's like holding on to your values, who you are, even when the world feels like it's falling apart.
That's a powerful thought to end on. So what about you? What really hits you about 12 Monkeys? What meaning do you take away from it? Hit us up on social media. Let's keep this conversation going.
Yeah, let us know.
Until next time, stay curious and don't let the chaos get you down.
Definitely stay curious.
We'll catch you on the next deep dive.
See you then.